What's up, guys? Travis Britt here with SOCEprep.com. Let's work through another question here. It says, according to Illinois versus Wardlow, the United States Supreme Court, which is the highest office in the judicial branch, Article 3 of the Constitution, right? So whatever they said, this is what goes, guys, because it's the highest court in the land, right? So the non-justices have ruled on this case in the United States Supreme Court, so it's precedent for all the lower courts. So according to Illinois versus Wardlow, let's say I have no idea whatsoever what Illinois versus Wardlow is. I shouldn't get turned around because maybe there's something in the answer choices that I can pick out and figure it out. And I can use my process of elimination, my test taking strategies to help me get on the right sheet of music. So Illinois versus Wardlow, let's pretend I don't know what it is. I do know what it is, but let's pretend I don't know what it is. A says that a person should be afforded the right to counsel should they be proved indigent, and that the state has a duty to provide counsel should it not be possible otherwise. I know for a fact that that case is Gideon versus Wainwright, so I'm going to scratch it, right? Gideon was a drunk that got locked up, couldn't afford an attorney, wrote the United States Supreme Court because just like him getting hammered at the bar when he got arrested, he got hammered in the courtroom as well. They didn't provide him any counsel, and he was in over his head. But the United States Supreme Court said that if he couldn't afford an attorney, the state should have provided him one, and he beat his case. So I'm going to scratch that because I know that's not Illinois versus Wardlow. It's Gideon versus Wainwright, case that happened here in Florida. B says that a person should never be compelled or coerced to self-incriminate without first comprehending and waiving rights afforded in the Fifth Amendment, right? So in the Fifth Amendment Bill of Rights, no self-incrimination, right? Where was that applicable in case law? That's going to be Miranda versus Arizona, right? We can't sit around and just grill people until they tell us what we want to hear. So I'm going to scratch that as well. C says students who do not disrupt the learning environment must be afforded the opportunity to express themselves reasonably under the First Amendment. I know from teaching civics that that is Tinker versus Des Moines, that you can express yourself through the First Amendment as long as it does not disrupt the learning environment, right? So here's an example, guys, of how I do not know what Illinois versus Wardlow is, but I've established what all the other answer choices are. And I know from my test taking strategy, if there's 3 wrong answers, there's only 1 right one. So D's got to be the correct answer. Illinois versus Wardlow, the location of lawn in a high crime area is not grounds for particularized and reasonable suspicion, but also officers are not required to ignore relevant characteristics of the location in question, right? So somebody lives in an open air market for narcotics. That doesn't mean that they are not protected under the Fourth Amendment against unreasonable search and seizure, but also that when I look at the totality of the circumstances, that I don't factor in the fact that we're in an open air market for crack cocaine, right? So, you have to be able to articulate reasonable articulable suspicion, right? Just being in the hood alone is not enough, right? But this is your correct answer, D. So I'm going to pick it, stick it, and I'm going to move on. Hit me up if I can help you out, guys, over at SOCEprep.com. I got study guides, whether you're in a basic recruit training program or you want to transfer your certification from somewhere else to the state of Florida. I can help you out. SOCEprep.com. Lots of free resources along with these videos as well. If you guys will like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff to let me know that these videos are valuable. If they're valuable, I'll continue to do them. If they're not, I'm going to find something else to do with my time. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. SOCEprep.com. Travis Britt, out.